Alright everybody, welcome back to Xenonauts 2. First of all, I want to take a second to thank everybody for all of the support on the first couple of videos that I've released on this campaign. I am honestly just overwhelmed, shocked, and taken aback by everyone being so excited to see more of this, so thank you so much. I am trying to get through all the comments. I have read them all, and I'm trying to reply to them all, so I will get to you as soon as I get a chance. It's just been hard to get through, there's so many of them. So thank you again. We have a big mission to complete in this video, which is the soldier extraction mission in South America, somewhere up in the Andes. Before we do that though, I really need to address our current Doomsday situation. It is not looking good. I think what I should have done was invested in security agents to bring the Doomsday down. It's ticking up way too fast right now. We're not getting missions often enough to bring it down. Right now, I don't think buying a security agent to reduce this by 1 is going to make a difference. So what I'm going to do is when we hit 100 op points, I'm going to reduce tension. This will basically reduce it by 33, and there will be a minus 0.25 Doomsday decrease. It'll take 3 days before I can do that again, and then I'm probably going to have to just jump between that and buying security agents to slowly bring it down. Completing this mission will reduce it by 25%, so between the two of that will drop Doomsday by 50% and hopefully give me the time I need to get this under control, because this is not looking good. Couple of things I want to address really quickly. I was incorrect about radar adjacency. You don't get an adjacency bonus for radars. So what I'm going to do is add another hangar up here, move this storeroom eventually, and we'll have a choke point in the middle of the base for any alien invasions that happen to it. We can deal with it. Our first living quarters is almost complete. Our next lab is almost complete. It costs 50k per scientist to hire them, and they have a wage, so funds are really tight. That is also why I have not built a medical center yet. A lot of people are asking why I haven't built a medical center. Medical center is 700. Oops, if I just okay, I can't keep it on the screen, but at the top here where the cost is, the medical center is 750,000. My next 500,000 I really want to spend on another interceptor, and then I want another interceptor after that as well. We also only have 3 days. We have 3 days until our Mars is complete, and this mission will expire before that period. So we need to launch on that now. I just want to launch it as soon as possible because I want this minus 25% Doomsday ASAP. So we'll launch the combat team for this. This is a very special mission because you can only take 5 units on the mission with you. The last 3 slots are reserved for the people that you are rescuing. So I've already built the team for this. It's a team I've spent a lot of time thinking about. I think this is going to be a very hard mission. We're probably up against cleaner soldiers rather than cleaner agents, and cleaner soldiers have much better stats. They have armor, they have rebreathers, which make them immune to smoke. Not the accuracy penalty, but the actual stun effect. And they have assault rifles, but I didn't mention that. They're much harder. So I'm bringing Sorbacol along with a grenade launcher loaded with smoke rounds. I am also bringing a shotgun with them. They're going to drop that shotgun at the start of the mission. It's only if they run out of ammo. They've got another reload of smoke rounds and 1 load of high explosive. These are for destroying cover, not for killing people. We've got Cashmere Goat and Spiral Eddy, both coming with as many grenades and stuff as I can get them to carry. Demo charges as well, and rebreathers so they're not getting affected by the smoke. I also have Fat Newbie 2 and Tachyon coming with rifles, no medkits, heavy armor, and I've brought the tactical module to overcome the accuracy penalty you get from wearing heavy armor. I've loaded them up with grenades because these are the best ways to kill cleaner soldiers at this stage. And then we have these 3 soldiers who we are going to pick up in mission. They are just starting with ballistic rifles and medkits. I'm not naming them yet because they may not make it out of this mission alive. Let's launch the dropship. I'm extremely worried about Doomsday. I'm worried the campaign is going to end prematurely because I have not taken this mechanic seriously enough, and I overinvested in gaining more ops, thinking that would give me more capability. The only thing we have on our side is the reduced tension, which we're going to buy as soon as we pop over to the new day. Living quarters has been completed. Let's reduce tension. So that's dropped it down to 58%. Hopefully we'll be able to complete this mission and buy a security agent before that ticks up. We just have to hold our breath. Let's get this mission underway though. It's going to be a day mission, which is great. Team have arrived. Let's commence tactical battle, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Okay, The briefing is that the cleaners are hunting down 3 experienced soldiers that were out on operation when the Atlas base fell. If we move quickly, we'll be able to rescue them. Victory is to eliminate all hostile units. Loss condition is all Xenonauts are eliminated. Now, the previous time I played this mission in an old milestone, this was more of a like runaway mission where enemy reinforcements would flood onto the map and you had to get them to the dropship and take off before you got overwhelmed. But I feel like if I don't eliminate all hostile units in this version of the mission, I won't get the Doomsday reduction that I need. So we're going to have to lock in and kill everybody. Let's see what we're dealing with. When Atlas fell, we lost touch with the soldiers we had out on operation. I managed to re-establish contact with this team, but they're isolated and the cleaners are closing in. Either clear the area of hostiles or get back to the dropship and take off. See, I'm not sure if I can do that last bit. What are we dealing with? Okay, we've got a cleaner right outside the dropship, which is bad, and this is a very cramped opening area. We've got lots of changes in elevation. We've got fences. We've got lots of hard cover here, which will make this a bit tricky. So our team is here. Where is our... Okay, here's the rifle team that we're extracting. So they're in this building here. They're not that far away from us. They just need to cover the ground through this area to get to safety. And we can at least set up like a firing line and deal with any cleaner agents we need to. But that doesn't mean they're safe here. So I'm going to actually start with this team. What's out the window? Okay, there's an enemy there. And looks like there's an enemy there. So we definitely want to stay away from these windows. What about this hallway? Is it clear? Okay, this hallway is clear. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this team through into here, and then we're going to come out of this door. I'm going to try and push from here through this area next turn. So I'm going to move this guy to here, Rio. Remember, these are their code names. They will be renamed when they actually join the team. We're going to move Tristan here. I could take shots at this guy. I mean, this guy's out in the open. I really don't want to attract them to our location right now. If I put Sandra here, she'll close the door behind her. And I'll just get her to watch the door in case somebody comes through behind us. And then next turn, we're going to breach. In fact, I could move a little bit further forward. So we're ready to move out next turn with as much TU as possible. Does mean I'm not watching the door behind me. I've got to hope that this guy doesn't come in. I don't think he can make that far and shoot us, though. Also, another reason to get out of this room is I'm pretty sure these are explosive. And I don't want to be standing there when that happens. Okay, this guy's the new problem. He is facing us and he has TU available. What that means is that if we make any actions, he will shoot us. Now, Spiral Eddie could get to here and shoot him with a shotgun. 84 times 3 is really good, but that means running the Overwatch. What I could do first, though, is I could smoke a grenade right outside, meaning that he's having to shoot through smoke while she does the run, and then she can just shoot him in the face and kill him. So there's a smoke grenade. Let's get Spiral Eddie to here. Now she is going to take a hit. He's going to shoot at here, but I think she's got this. If I want to really guarantee it, I could also flash him. I've got 2 flashbangs on Kashmir. Cash could move to here and flash, and then I'll be pretty sure. Probably didn't need the smoke, actually. I could have just flashed. I forgot that flashes prevent Overwatch. And then we've got a 60 times 3 because of the smoke, and we didn't get the kill. So that is the danger of doing what I just did. Okay, that's alright. We can still kill this guy. If we move... I mean, Tachyon has a 50% chance to hit. If we move Tachyon and we get Fat Newbie here, I can just throw a grenade to here, and that should kill him. Okay, cool. I didn't talk about these guys. So these are cleaner soldiers, not cleaner agents. They're a big step up from the cleaner agents we've dealt with before. They have Kevlar vests, they have augmentations that give them better stats, and they are immune to the stun effect of smoke. And they've got rifles rather than SMGs. So they are quite scary, and they take a lot to kill. But that's one of them down already, which is pretty good. Okay, I don't have eyes on a lot of stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to get Sorbacol to drop a smoke grenade out to the front of the... What just happened? Was that a scatter where it went backwards in... It didn't... What? I don't have words to explain what just happened. I don't know what just happened. We'll put Kashmir Goat in cover here. You don't have any... You guys don't really have any TU left, but we'll move you forward, I guess, as far as you can. You can just tuck up against the wall, I suppose, and watch this way. And that's kind of it for the turn. That was a really awkward... I was expecting to have a smoke grenade here to make it so that no one can just shoot straight down the front and into the thing, because what's going to happen, I bet you, is a guy's going to step around this corner, he's going to spray his rifle and kill everybody in the dropship. But let's see what happens. At least we got one guy straight away. Okay, we got friendlies on the map. We want to keep them alive. I think we get a bonus to Doomsday countdown if they stay alive. Okay, someone's getting shot at. He just got shot at running Overwatch. I think he died. Okay, they're shooting at the friendlies right now and killing them. Oh dear. That's a massacre. Alright, let's open this door. I want to start with this team here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Nothing in this direction. We've got a dead... Oh, wow. So that means a civilian has just killed this cleaner. Let's see if we can take cover behind this alien transport vehicle. Okay, so we've had a civilian with an AK has engaged this cleaner, killed them, and then been killed potentially by the one that was up here, or he's maybe here now. I'm going to move Ryo to here, and then face this way, ready for reaction fire. I'm going to put Tristan here, in the same boat, ready for reaction fire. And then let's get Sandra out. And where's a good... This is actually really good cover in every direction, but this way. I actually think I'm going to put them here. I'm betting there's nobody here, basically. And they can watch this back way, just in case anyone comes at us here. So this team is now doing just a very basic extract along this avenue here to form up with the rest of the team over here. So there's 2 cleaners dead, and as far as I'm aware, 2 cleaners active. I'm going to step Kashmir up to here to get more line of sight. This is quite a good position because, well, it's not good from this direction, but there's thankfully nobody here. But from this way, I can't really be flanked very well. So let's just face this way. Let's bring Sorbacol up. Where's Sorbacol? I want them in cover behind this transport vehicle, and they can crouch. And then my riflemen will bring Tachyon. Remember that the riflemen do not have rebreathers. I'm going to use these cargo containers as cover for them. We have to keep a very close eye on this door. So I'm going to bring Spiral Eddie to here, and they're going to watch this doorway in case anyone comes out of it. So the team's deployed. We've got TU available on everybody. I'm not peeking the corners to keep them safe from fire. I will crouch Kashmir. This is the team we need to keep an eye on. Let's see what happens. This is a stroke of luck, even though we lost a civilian hero. Them killing a cleaner soldier is massive. Absolutely massive. Okay, cleaner out in the open. And he went back inside. Another cleaner in that room. This is I want to blow... Oh, crap. That spray fire they do is really scary. But he's right there. Okay, shooting at someone nearby, I'm guessing. We'll need to keep holding this corner. What I really want to do is drop a grenade on that building, but I don't think the grenade launcher has range for that. It does. Okay. What have I forgotten to do? I always forget this. You need to drop these weapons at the start of a mission. In fact, we could also... didn't mean to click out and turn. That was close. I also want to drop the shotgun ammo. And that gives us a little bit more to you. So if I reload 2 high explosive rounds, that'll give me just enough for a normal shot. So we're going to try that. High explosive round reload. And then we're going to launch a normal shot at the corner of this building in an attempt to destroy it. Okay, we missed. That's fine. We'll do that again next turn. At least we've got them loaded right now. I'm not going to move into these barrels because I believe they are explosive. What I want to do is try and set up a little bit of a firing lane. So we're going to get Fat Newbie here. He can actually not see this guy, but he's got line of sight there. We're going to crouch him down. This is not a great position for Tachyon. Let's move Kashmir into cover here. And then I'm going to put Tachyon here. Again, in cover, crouched. This team here need better cover because they're taking fire from this guy. So let's just bring them back a little bit. We'll bring... I mean, I could try and engage. I don't want to get into a long-range fight with a team that hasn't got equipment and doesn't have armor. I want to just bring them back to the rest of the squad where we can kind of just all collapse together. Cool. She can watch this way. We've got to watch on here. I could actually, for next turn, have you here. And then you could be here. But you don't have enough TU for that right now. Okay. We still haven't done anything with Spiral Eddie. Spiral Eddie is watching for whoever's around here. That's fine. Everybody else has moved. Let's end the turn. So we know there's 2 guys active here. We know there's 1 guy active on the east side of the map. If we consider this way north. Careful with that reaction fire. They're still great for a grenade. I knew those were explosive. Wow, what a shotgun shot. Okay, we're getting flanked on the right. And we're getting flanked on the right again. That was very, very lucky that didn't hit. So someone's come around here and gotten around Spiral Eddy. Okay. Can I get to here with you? I can. I don't know if you'll get line of sight, but let's see if you will. No, he is in this slot here by the looks of it. If I bring you to here, you'll have enough for a snapshot. There he is. Okay. Can you snapshot him in the back and kill him? No. And if I step you forward to here, you will have 1 AP left. And you won't kill him. Cool. Cool. Not killing him is very bad for me. You only have your pistol with a 43% chance to hit. And what I really want you to do is kind of grenade their cover, so it's easier for us to hit them. Okay, that was... I forgot to think no, that was a normal shot. Okay. Let's get Fat Newbie here to take this shot. Okay, he's down. Good. Now, Fat Newbie's out of position and in danger this turn. This is also breaking line of sight, but what I could do is bring Kashmir to here. We could flash these guys. Probably not going to be able to flash both of them. Oh, spotted this guy. Forgot about this guy, so I'm glad I got reminded by Kashmir. Kashmir's safe here. I don't think the flash is going to get both of them, but we can flash one of them. So he's suppressed. This guy here is a problem, but we've got an 80% chance to hit. Let's take the shot. What's one hit? We'll take a second shot. Okay, that was a miss. He's now damaged. You've acted, you acted. We need to start making use of this team here. Do you have a shot from there? No. Do you have a shot from here? Yes. It's only a 35%. If I put you here, it's a 36. Not that much better. I'm going to go from back here where you've got slightly better protection because of the range. And he is suppressed. Okay, that was a great shot. He's down. Now we just have to deal with this guy and this guy. This guy's the bigger threat right now. Tachyon is in trouble. Who still has AP? Tristan still has AP. If I put you here, you will have a... No, you won't have a shot on him. Okay. You would need to be here to have a shot on him, which would expose you to him. And here you don't have a shot on him because the angle's too tight. Your shot basically is this. I could bring you forward for next turn. We also have access to Ryu. The cover is a problem. So you don't have enough T to get there and shoot, is what you're telling me. That's a 61. You've got a 42% chance to hit from there, but that's a side-on shot from him. If only you had flashbangs. He may also come around and shoot Spiral Eddy. I don't like the situation we're in here. If I put you here, you don't have a shot. The only thing you've got a shot on, you've got a reaction shot if he comes around the corner. So let's put you there with a reaction shot. And I'm going to bring Ryo up to here. And I'll actually get you to step around the corner as well. So if he comes forward, you've got a reaction shot. I think someone's going to get hit here. Let's see what happens. Okay, don't really care about the civilian on the edge of the map. There is potentially still a guy active here as well. Okay, Kashmir's bleeding out and is suppressed, but is not dead yet. That was a miss. That was another miss. That's... okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Kashmir is taking 10 bleed damage per turn. So we need to get on top of that pretty quickly. How much health do they have? Okay, so they're gonna die in two turns. After 2 turns of bleeding, they will die. I want to take this guy out first. I think that's a job for Tachyon. An aim shot at 80%. He's still alive. Try again with another aim shot at 80%. Okay, great shooting, Tachyon. That was huge. Now we need to take care of this guy. Fat Newbie, if I move you here, you've got a 59%. You've got a 71 from where you are. Just take the shot from here. Hit, but no kill. 48 on the second shot. That's a miss. That's okay. We've got plenty of more guns to fire. If I bring Ryo to here, there's a 79% chance to hit. Okay, he's down. Now, Tristan, move to here and heal Tachyon. Okay, and then get back into cover. Alright, I want you to watch this way. Okay, now, this is a problem here. I don't like this. I want you to go back to this position here and watch this way. In case someone comes around this corner while we're still getting ready. Fat Newbie's fine where they are. Sorbical, I'm holding you back for the moment. You haven't done a great bit of work yet this mission. Let's move Sandra here. Watch this way. I want to crouch you. And I think that's everybody but Sorbical. And Sorbical, I'm quite happy to finish a turn with hi to you. Let's end the turn. We're probably only dealing with a couple of cleaners now. Still some friendlies left alive. I'm pretty sure there was a cleaner back here, but it might be the guy that came around the top. Okay, no enemy activity. So now we have to start clearing the map. And they're probably around here, if I had to guess. We have to clear this area too. So I want to bring Spiral Eddy, but Spiral Eddy needs support, so I want to bring Fat Newbie with them. Let's bring Fat Newbie to here. And they're just going to creep around the building with them. So I'm going to move Spiral to here. I'm going to hold this angle until you've got TU to come and join them, and these two are going to come around this way. The rest of the team I'm going to bring up into a firing line to focus in this direction. The chances of one of them being around here are very, very low, but that's probably what's going to get me killed. I'm going to put Sandra on this corner, watching this way. We've got Rio here. I'm actually going to move them to this point here, where they've got good line of sight down here. Kashmir is a little bit damaged, so I'm going to keep them safe. We're going to move them to where Rio was, and then I'm going to put Timothy where they were, and then Tachyon I want to watch this way. And Sorbical I will bring up to here in case I need to grenade something. And that gives them good line of sight over quite a lot of the map. Okay, let's hold that. We have to play this quite carefully because if we get ambushed by one of these guys, they can just one-shot. What they'll do is they'll do a double burst fire and just kill you on the spot. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, we found a cleaner. He's in the back of this building. And there's a cleaner in there. He tried to shoot through the window, but I don't think you can see through that window, my friend. Okay, we're going to start here. We're going to use a demo charge to blow the wall he's hiding behind. And then we're going to take a shot. Great shot. But now I can move Spiral Eddy here, and they have a 52 times 3, which is pretty good. And if it doesn't kill him, I've got other people available. So Tachyon can move to here and take an 87 on him. So Tachyon has spotted him, that's fine. We're going to deal with him in a second. Although, is that a direct line of sight? Ooh, I'm not liking that, actually. If I move you to here, then you've got cover from this huge exploding thing, but I think you're far enough away that it won't hurt you if it blows up. And you can still take the shot. Okay, he's down. Now we need to deal with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get Sorbical to hopefully blow the front of the building off with a 63%. This could go really badly. Yeah, okay. Sorbical's not really doing what I need them to do yet. So he's in the back of this building. I think I just want to set up people to watch him if he comes out. And then what I'm going to do is creep up the side of the building with a shotgun and a rifle so that we can get into position to hit him when he comes out. And the shotgun will let me know if he comes out on this angle. The biggest concern, though, is if he comes out this door and shoots Kashmir, we're in big trouble. So what I might do, actually, is move Sandra to here and then move Kashmir here. And we're still watching this angle, but we don't have to worry about him stepping out and shooting. That still leaves Tristan. I think he's fine where he is. And Rio, I think they're fine with there. So let's end that turn. And I'm hoping this is the last guy. We just lost line of sight of him because we moved our people around. As I thought. How? So this is what happens. My guy was crouched in cover. He shot him at like oblique angle through that window to kill him. That was wild. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, we can't see him from here. The shotgun's the way to deal with him, but I want to bring the rifle in first. There he is. Does he have a reaction? He shouldn't have a reaction shot. He moved and fired a burst. She hasn't got anything but a shot here. A burst would be 21 times 3, or I've got 147. I think I'm going to just take the shot. Great shot. That means we can hopefully finish him with a shotgun. From here, it's a 30. From here, it's a 38 times 3. Let's try that. And he's down. Is that mission complete? No. So there's still a cleaner agent somewhere on the map. I cannot believe that Tristan died. No, not Tristan, that Rio died. Honestly makes me kind of angry. Let's clear the back of this building, and then we need to start clearing up here. So we will get Spiral Eddy to here, and then to here, and I'm going to hold here. Oh, they haven't actually got a move yet. Let's cover them with Fat Newbie. That's actually a bad move, actually. And then I'll get Tachyon on this corner to watch this way. Sorbical hasn't really performed for me this mission, sadly. But I think that's more my misuse than anything else. But let's bring them to here where they can give me some line of sight. Okay, they found the last guy. He's all the way back there. Let's just get you to move to here, face this way. I don't think he can do anything to you this turn, but I think that's the last one. Let's end the turn. Rip this guy. I can't believe that shot. Like, oof. Okay, friendly's moving around. That's okay. If he killed Sorbical there, I would have been very sad. Okay, my turn. I'm going to start with Sorbical. I'm going to try and destroy the cover he's hiding behind with a grenade. 60% chance to hit there, 55 on it. It's a little bit awkward, like where this is landing. Let me just change the camera angle. That's a bit better. Ah, okay. So I've got a 0% chance to hit any of this because of these trees. So what if does it blow up if I just launch it here? I can't fire that. Okay. And this will not hit it, even though it's on that level. And I don't think I can destroy the trees, but we can try. Okay, destroy the trees a little bit. I think that's made him a little bit easier to hit for a rifleman. Let's just crouch Sorbical. We could potentially get a flank on him through this doorway. So let's be careful and make sure we're not getting flanked ourselves. I want this rifle to get a shot next turn. So we'll have Kashmir next to this door, and we'll have Sandra next to this door. There's a non-zero chance that he jumps down, runs in here, and kills both of them. Just, that's how these guys work. I'll bring you up to here. I don't think you have a shot. You do when you've got a bit more AP. Let's move you to here then so you actually have cover. Because that's the angle. Who else do we have still available to us? We've got this team around here. I'll just move you to here where you've got cover, full cover from the trees. And then we'll bring Corporal Newbie up to here where they can... They're fine there. He can't see you. Who still hasn't activated? Tachyon still hasn't activated. Tachyon here will not have a shot, which is fine with me because that means they're safe and they can step out next turn. And that's everybody. So we just need to keep an eye on this guy. Hopefully I haven't jumped too far forward and he doesn't kill us. I'm expecting him just to take some shots at the people he can see. And he's at such a range that I don't think they'll be very accurate. Yeah, they like to do burst fire when they can. Okay. Gonna see if I can kill this cover first now that I got rid of those trees. Oh, she needs to reload. Oh, she's only got smoke to reload. Okay. Let's just try shooting him through the doorway. Cool, he's down. Mission complete. Alright, we lost one of the sergeants. It could have been worse. I'm quite sad about losing them. But at least we made it through the mission with only one casualty. Alright, so Kashmir is out for 17 days. We've got quite a lot of promotions, and unfortunately, one of the sergeants was killed. But we do pick up 2 new sergeants, which is great, because it means to save me a little bit of money on buying some soldiers right now. We've got 8 cleaner corpses, 3 locals survived, 9 enemies were eliminated. Doomsday's down to 33% for now. We just have to keep an eye on reducing tension if we can. But let's get the Sky Ranger back home. Ra's been repaired, so we've got our aircraft back. Sir Crazy Dice Power's back on duty. And we have the autopsy for the cleaner soldier. So if you look here, they've got 50s for all their stats, which is pretty good for base. I must commend you, Commander. I've been waiting some time to unmask our mysterious foes on the autopsy table. One suspects the distinctive hazmat suit and rebreather worn by cleaner soldiers primarily serves to conceal the identity of the wearer. Cutting them away exposes a Kevlar vest atop the torso that offers reasonable protection from basic firearms. The body beneath appears outwardly indistinguishable from a normal human, yet a glance at the roof of the mouth reveals heavy scarring, which implies significant surgical intervention, the full extent of which is only revealed by bisecting the skull. Countless exotic metal implants are embedded within the brain, collectively replacing over a third of the tissue with electronics. I suspect that this represents some form of alien control device, but I would need access to a live cleaner specimen to know for sure. Sadly, surgical removal does not appear feasible. The loss of so much brain matter means the implants themselves must be compensating in some manner. Removing them would almost certainly leave the patient in a vegetative state. While the identity of these soldiers remains unclear, there is thus little chance of them ever returning to their previous lives. Instead, they appear doomed to serve their extraterrestrial masters for the rest of their pitiful existence. So these guys are, unlike the cleaner agents who are just being like, not brainwashed, but convinced that we're like a terrorist organization, these guys are actually being mind controlled. Okay, so the big question we have to ask ourselves is, what do we spend our next 100 operation points on? Do we spend it on another reduced tension? Or what I would like to do is get rid of this elite supporter, which would give -2 Doomsday per day and reduce their Doomsday increase. It's going to cost me 70 OP to do that. I think that is what I want to do. Then after that, we want to focus on more of those guys if we can. So this one here would cost us 130. This one here would cost 105. I want to try and get this one. I want to try and get the ones... Well, he's actually the only one that is an enemy agent, isn't he? Yeah. Well, this one is 150. Okay, let's speed time up a little bit. See how we go. I'm still very worried about Doomsday. Like, extremely. Because we're only getting 12.5 per day, but it's going up by 6 per day. So we should beat it to 100 this time, but it's whether or not the investment is correct on whether or not I reduce tension or I buy off the Soviet guy. That'll reduce it to +4. I think that maths works in our favor. It's very tricky. I'm not buying... Oh, actually, hang on a second. The Mars has been completed. That's excellent. Let me have a quick look at how many soldiers we have. So I'm not going to... The only thing I want to build right now is an Angel, which is going to cost us 500,000. If we have a look at soldiers... I have uninjured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have enough for a mission, including the Mars. So I'm not going to buy any more soldiers right now. We're going to save up for more scientists. But I also want to save up for a helicopter, for a plane. Just to quickly go over the Mars, I will name it when we get a chance to bring it on a mission. But the Mars itself comes by default with a 6 rocket launcher, they're HE rockets, and a automatic rifle, which has reasonable accuracy but not great accuracy. Can also fire a burst. There is an autocannon modification for it, which is a high-powered, massive... It's a really big gun, actually. It's really good. Not super accurate, but you can also, in the secondary slot, equip an aiming rangefinder, which gives +10 accuracy, which makes the cannon useful to use. There is also a smoke grenade launcher, which I've never really used. It only has 4 shots. My most common loadout is either cannon rangefinder or auto rifle rockets, and then I quite often will take the heavy steel plating as well, which gives it a little bit more survivability, but does cut into the TU that it has available. But we'll probably have to take it on our next mission anyway. Let's just see how this plays out right now. I'm really worried about the Doomsday. We need another mission to tick so we can get a free Doomsday reduction without me needing to spend 100 OP to reduce it manually. At the moment, it's looking like that's what I'm going to have to do. If I hadn't reduced tension before that mission, we probably would have lost the game by now. Okay, the laboratory is finished, but we can't make any use of that yet. King of Gurai and Cam the Wizard are back from the medbay, which is great. Doomsday continues to tick up with no availability for us to reduce it. I think I'm going to have to spend another 100 op to reduce it if we don't get a mission popping soon. I would really, really like to buy out this supporter. I thought he was cheaper than that. I thought he was 70 to buy out. Was I looking at the wrong thing? I think I was maybe looking at this. Yeah, 70. Okay. No, I don't want to buy this guy. This is the guy I want to buy out for 130. But right now, Doomsday is ticking up really fast. Okay, the living quarters are done, so we now have a lot of room in the base. We have 100,000 funds available. I would like to buy some researchers. So for scientists, it's going to cost me 100,000 to buy 2. I will do that for now, because that gets our research up faster. I will tomorrow have enough OP to reduce Doomsday. I'm going to hold on that. Okay, aerial warfare has popped. Engaging extraterrestrial craft in combat is a remarkably difficult process, as even the most sophisticated human aircraft and air defense systems are largely ineffective against the superior technology of our adversaries. There are various reasons for this, but the foremost is that alien craft can be fiendishly difficult to detect. My tireless work on quantum radar technology is the only reason our organization is capable of tracking UFOs at all. The rest of the world remains entirely blind to the gathering threat. Yet even if we were to share our tracking data, most modern fighter jets would remain useless. Without a solid fix on the UFO, they would be unable to lock missiles. Similarly, attempting to employ cannons would simply bring them within range of the powerful EMP effect generated by the discharge of the alien energy weapon. By contrast, our X-25 Angel interceptors are adapted from the venerable Make-25 Foxbat. This aircraft has electronic systems hardened to withstand the EMP from a nuclear blast, allowing our pilots to freely engage UFOs with short-range cannons. Thankfully, my recent research has now unlocked further combat options. I have managed to integrate the short-range quantum radar carried by our interceptors with the guidance system of two common types of missiles. The lighter missile is highly maneuverable and fitted with a high explosive warhead designed to shower the target with shrapnel. The heavier torpedo is far slower, but employs a powerful shaped-charged warhead capable of penetrating and shattering enemy armor. Both are now available for construction at our engineering workshop. So let's assign a new research project. We've got alien mag weapons, we've got warden combat armor, and we have waveform analysis. We are very close to the end of the month. I want to get this completed before the end of the month because it will give us an extra $75,000 in monthly funding. So I'm going to start waveform analysis. Analysis of the relationship between quantum waveform pattern and increasing activity may allow us to predict the invasion. So let's grab that. We now can build aircraft missiles. This will make Sidewinder missiles and avalanche torpedoes available on our interceptor craft. I believe this is a one-time research, and then we don't need to build the individual missiles. We can just equip them to our aircraft. It's basically a modification to existing missiles rather than us having to build them from scratch. That's going to cost $250K though. I am still very worried about the Doomsday situation. We need another mission to pop now. I will hold on spending our OP until I have 87%. Okay, we have a mission. It is a cleaner data raid. The cleaners have established a command post that they are using to expand their operations in the local area, again, South America. Destroying it will disrupt their activities and may allow us to capture valuable data about their organization. This is a capture resources mission, which will involve enemy reinforcements, but we can get up to 200 operation points for free from this mission. If we win, we'll also drop Doomsday by 25%. So, next video, we'll complete that mission and we'll spend what OP we have to do with the Doomsday. We should be able to free up this agent and do a little bit more, and I'll try to keep 100 in the bank for reduced tensions if we need to. However, I'm exhausted. This has been a long recording session, so I'm going to leave you for it now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of the comments and names and everything. I've got them all on the naming list. We'll get the Mars and those new soldiers named for the next video. If you have anything to say, please feel free to leave comments. I read them all. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. If you're interested, I am also going to be streaming Phantom Brigade tomorrow in my usual Sunday time slot. And I'll be finishing off Clear Obscure on Thursday. At the moment, I'm not streaming anything on Tuesdays. I'm taking a little bit of break to get you more Xenonauts. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now. See ya.